is important because weak bones break a lot more easily than strong bones. And my recent accident was a great illustration of that. I fell on a very hard rock from a full height, straight up in the air with all of my weight coming down smack on my open hand. And I didn't know what my bone density was at the time that it happened, but one of the indications for getting a bone density, and we can talk about what some of the other ones are, but one of them is if you break something, you should see, well, did I break it because it was just a pretty hard hit, which turned out to be the case here, or because my bones are weaker than average and maybe maybe they wouldn't have broken if they were a little stronger. So this was a big hit, and I had a hairline fracture. It still needed a cast and all that, but it wasn't on there for very long. The bone wasn't displaced. I didn't have to have any surgery. It healed completely in 5.5 weeks, and I had full use of my arm, no swelling, no nothing. Went back to picking up 30-pound grandchildren immediately the day after the cast came off. But people with weak bones are much more likely to break something, even with innocuous, not very exciting things like running over a pothole in a car, a big jolt, or tripping on a rug, even if you don't fall. People that have weak spinal bones, the vertebrae in their spine, can actually break a vertebrae doing nothing more than that, or if they fell on their butt hard. Those are kinds of things that happen to people all the time, and you don't really think of those kinds of things necessarily as a way to break a bone, but that is a common way that spinal bones are broken. And of course, a actual fall where you fall down and land on your hip, your back, your arm, your leg, whatever it is, weak bones are going to break much more commonly in that scenario than bones that are strong. So bone health is important because those things are going to happen. You can't avoid all of them, and you want to make sure that when those things do, that your bones are up to the task.